top story this hour, the Parliamentary Ad Hoc Committee set up to probe KwaZulu-Natal National Police Commissioner General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi's allegations of corruption in the criminal justice system met this afternoon to prepare for the hearings scheduled for the 7th of October. And for more on this, we are now joined by SABC News reporter Bulelani Phillip. He joins us now via our virtual link. Bulelani, thank you so much for your time. Now, this meeting has taken place, and of course, a number of South Africans waiting for, once again, another commission to take place. And of course, the Badlanga Commission has started at least more than a week ago. And this ad hoc committee meeting, where we are set to see another version take place, where a number of allegations will be probed, will now begin on the 7th of October. Do we know now, Bulelani, when it comes to the outcomes of this meeting, what took place, and the additional members that will be placed on that witness list?
Good evening to you, Mbali, and to the viewers at home. Of course, this meeting is still currently underway, but of course, what we do know so far is that the public hearings will begin on the 7th of October, starting with KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. And of course, over the past 2 days, he's been giving a statement to the evidence leaders. Hence, this meeting is quite crucial in that it reaffirms that he must be the first witness. But of course, the meeting that was held on Tuesday came up with 13 additional witnesses that need to be summoned or to appear before the committee. And today's meeting actually increasing that number to about 34 witnesses. And amongst those people that will be called by the committee, at least if things stand as they are, is going to be President Cyril Ramaphosa. You will recall that Police Commissioner Fanny Masemola did indicate that he met with the President in February, where he raised his concerns about the disbandment of the political killings task team, and he had then undertaken to speak to the suspended Police Minister Senzo Mchunu. And according to Fanny Masemola, the President did actually express some displeasure in terms of the disbandment of that political killings task team. So his evidence is going to be crucial before this committee. Bali?
And Bulelani, as much as we know that this meeting is still underway, maybe can you just take us through the more additional witnesses that will be called by the Commission?
Well, in the main, I think the notable names that we can actually advance in terms of the list is that the National Director of Public Prosecutions, Advocate Shamila Batoyi, is going to be one of the people, as well as the Investigative Directorate Against Corruption. Advocate Andrea Johnson will also be amongst the people that will be given a chance to actually relay statements to the committee. Also, notably, a person who will be appearing next in the Nhlanhla Commission, also that is also going to be called by the ad hoc committee, is the crime intelligence boss, Mr. Dumisani Kumalo. So those are the kind of the names that the committee is looking to have, because also the other issues that are emanating out of the commission is also people who are members of parliament that have been named by Mkhwanazi, including the DA MPs, Diane Kohler-Barnard, as well as Ian Cameron. And the committee has been having crosshairs around whether should these members recuse themselves in this process, given that they are also part of the ad hoc committee. But that debate is still up in the air, and there's still no decision. But I think the way forward in terms of what the committee is looking forward to is to say that let's first hear what General Mkhwanazi is going to say, and therefore after that we can then be able to determine the exact number of people that we want to call, as well as the number of people who will be mentioned in his statement. Mbali?
All right. And Bulelani, before I let you go, I mean, time is always a factor when it comes to hearings. And of course, so we know that with the Badlanga Commission, 6 months has been set aside. Do we know how long this process will take in Parliament?
Well, according to the resolution of the National Assembly, this ad hoc committee is expected, or was expected, to finalize its work by the end of October. And I think given the nature and the complexity of the issues, the committee is mindful that it's not going to actually meet that deadline. And I think the indication so far is that the meeting that has taken place between the Speaker of the National Assembly Thoko Didiza, as well as the chairperson of the committee, Soviet Nhlanhla, has indicated that when the time comes around the mid-October, the chairperson can then write to the speaker and request a permission for extension. And I think it's given that the committee, given the number of witnesses that it wants to call, will not meet that October deadline. Mbali.
All right. Bulelani, thank you so much for that update. That's SABC News parliamentary reporter there, Bulelani Phillip, giving us an update when it comes to that ad hoc committee. And that virtual meeting is still underway. And of course, finalizing some of the names that will be on that list when those hearings take place on the 7th of October.